Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Apache, and today we're doing 5 things to look forward in the new DLC for zombies. Gorod Krovi, or however the hell you say it. I keep forgetting the name of this map, and I just keep having to look it up because it's just so hard to remember. Gorod Krovi. So we're gonna be doing 5 things to look forward to, or however many I can just think of in my head. So firstly. The first thing that we're going to be looking into is it's going to be set in Stalingrad. It's going to be set in post-apocalyptic looking Stalingrad. It looks really, really insane. We're going to be talking about like sort of the setting that we're going to be taken to. So we've been taken in. We're taken into Stalingrad. It looks absolutely insane. Just the atmosphere. Everything is destroyed. There is rubble everywhere. Like, this is just a place you just don't want to be, and it looks absolutely insane. And I want to point out that this is like one of the first Black Ops 3 maps that's actually sunny for once. Like, we can actually probably see the sun, because in Zatsubo Nishima, it was absolutely dark. It was really, really dark. There was no sun. Had this sort of green tint because we were in a swamp, and it was just a bad feeling to be. It was just a really, really bad atmosphere. But we're actually outside. We can see the sun. There's no fog, guys. We've got no fog in this one. We've got no snow. None of that stuff. So the setting is going to be a massive one, because if they don't get the setting right, the whole map is going to go down. People won't enjoy the map if there is fog. People won't enjoy the map if there is snow, anything like that. No one will want to play it because the atmosphere is just really, really bad. So the other one I would like to point out is we're bringing back the old weapons, guys. We're going full-on throwback in this map. We've got the PPSH. We've got the MG42. And, well, I'm hoping to bring out some more old school weapons. Maybe the Browning. That would be so cool. But the main thing that we're going to be looking forward to in this one is the PPSH. It is returning in this map. And boy, I am so excited. So excited to play this map, because we haven't seen the PPSH since World at War, which is like 8 years now since we haven't seen the return of the PPSH, and we're finally getting it in this map, and it is the perfect time for the PPSH to return, because the PPSH is a Russian weapon, and we're getting taken to Stalingrad. We're taking to Stalingrad in the next DLC, which obviously is taking place in Russia, so it just fits absolutely perfectly. It is so exciting to see old school weapons returning. The MG42 I'd like to touch on as well. Obviously, if you can see in the trailer, if you've watched the trailer, it doesn't look like we don't see any gameplay of them running around with the MG42. So it leaves us to believe that maybe the MG42 is just going to be a turret that you might have to pay for, or you can just hop on it at any time. But it looks like it's being mounted, and you might not be able to run around with it, which really sucks, because I sort of want to go run around with the MG42. That's really, really cool, because we had the MG42 in World at War, and that was such a good weapon back in the day. So cool. And another one I would like the third one is there's going to be a lot of storyline related stuff in this game, in this map. Storyline people, Mr. Waffles, everyone who is into that story is going to love this game, or going to love this DLC, because it's getting to the end of Black Ops 3 DLC season, meaning they're gonna have to close the Black Ops 3 story arc. It's coming to a close, guys. This is the second last DLC. In DLC 4, the Black Ops 3 story arc is gonna have brackets around it, so everything is gonna be tied up. Every loose end is gonna be tied. We're gonna be basically seeing the end of the Black Ops 3 storyline, which is exciting and scary at the same time, because we don't know where it's going to go on from Black Ops 3, because we're going to have to wait a whole another 3 years in order to get another Black Ops 3 tryout game. So the storyline is going to be ended. It's going to have ended for 3 years, and which really sucks. But it's exciting because there is going to be a whole lot of storyline related stuff in these next 2 maps. It's going to be absolutely insane. The storyline is coming to an end, guys. Really crazy stuff. Yeah, absolutely insanity, dude. So, another one is the whole layout of the map. Or the features that we're gonna be seeing in the map. So, or the weapons as well. We're gonna be seeing some new weapons returning. We're gonna be seeing some weapons from multiplayer that's been put into this game. So, like weapons like the FFAR, which is the FAMAS, is going to be in this game. The rocket launcher, I can't really think of the name right now, is going to be in this game as well. So basically every single multiplayer weapon is going to be in this map now, which is sort of cool. And because we didn't really have much variation, to be honest, in weapons, like back in the day of like Shadows of Evil and like the Giant, there was not really much weapons compared to other zombies games like Black Ops 2 and like Black Ops 1. So just seeing that variety is really cool. Can't wait to use the new wave gun Mark III-esque looking weapon. Not exactly too sure what that is, but it looks absolutely insane. It's like a dual wielding ray guns maybe. But people believe that it's not going to be the ray gun Mark III. People believe it's going to be sort of like a take or a different take on the wave gun from Moon, because I'm pretty sure if you look into the storyline, I'm pretty sure the Russians actually did make a version of the wave gun. I think it was like sort of a prototype version, maybe. I'm not exactly too sure, but I'm pretty sure they did make a wave gun because they saw like the Americans were making this like wave gun, bloody absolutely crazy weapon. It's like a microwave gun. It just implodes all the zombies, and so I'm pretty sure the Russians actually like had their spin on it, and it was in prototype phase, maybe, I think. So maybe we might be seeing that return, or that in this map. So like wave gun 2.0, maybe, not sure. But that would be really cool to see the wave gun, because I really did like the wave gun, because you could separate the wave gun into two sort of zap guns that have similar like characteristics to the ray gun, but instead it like fires electricity instead of whatever the ray gun bullets, the green bullets that we all know. And you can combine it as well into this microwave gun, which is really fun to use. It basically, if you haven't played Moon, there's this wave gun. It turns into a microwave gun. All the zombies float into the air, and then they implode. Absolutely funny stuff, but that will be cool. Obviously, it has a chance to be the ray gun Mark III, but we don't exactly know just yet. So we've got the features that we're going to be seeing. We're obviously going to be seeing the dragon, which I don't know if it's going to be a good thing or is it going to be a bad thing. Is it going to ruin the whole vibe of the map? We don't know yet. But people think like this is going to be a different mode of transportation, like say the train or the tram in Shadows of Evil, and like the lunar lander even in Black Ops 1. I know Mr. Waffle said the dragon might act has similar characteristics as the lunar lander, as in you can't really control the lunar lander, or you can't really control the dragon, similar to the lunar lander in Ascension. So maybe it sort of has that sort of take on it. Not exactly too sure though, but the dragon, we don't know if it's going to ruin or, amp up the map a bit. Because if you see in the trailer as well, there's like random moments where the dragon's just breathing fire on a certain area. So maybe every now and then, like during your game, you're gonna have a random dragon appear and just start breathing fire in like a certain location. Maybe it's sort of like the giant robots in Origins, where there is this flashing light, and then when that flashing light turns on, these massive robots come in. They basically have these massive feet that if you get stepped on, you go down instantly. Maybe that has a similar feature. Maybe it's sort of learning that sort of feature into this map with the dragon. So maybe we'll see sort of that feature return, which is actually pretty cool. As long as this doesn't like screw up your game completely, like it'll be pretty cool actually seeing that. But yeah, dragons returning, not returning, but we're being featured dragons in this game. What the hell? Whoever thought that, if you played Black Ops 1, if you started playing Black Ops 1, whoever thought that dragons are going to be in this game? Like, this is absolutely insane. I don't understand where this game's going, but I like it. Honestly, we need to see some change. This game needs to be revived again. This whole mode needs to be revived. And maybe this dragon will... I don't know. Maybe they're going a bit too far. Let us know in the comments below if Treyarch are going too far with this whole fantasy sort of mode now. It's turning into a sort of a fantasy with dragons and aliens like the Magua. But honestly, I don't really mind that. So there's another one, a new boss round, and a new boss zombie that I'll be sort of going into as well. So we've got these like parasite-esque looking like objects, they're like metal parasites. I didn't really like the parasites, to be honest, in Shadows of Evil. They weren't really that. They weren't. It's not that it was hard. They were really, really easy to kill. They were like basically a one-shot kill. It was just that they were boring to kill because they would just start flying around and she would just miss like a million shots trying to kill it. And it was just really, really tedious trying to find the last parasite, because if you've played Shadows of Evil, you know the struggle trying to find that last parasite. It really, really does annoy you, and it really does piss you off. But maybe since these things are going to be bigger, there's going to be less of these parasite things, robots, whatever they're called, flying things. There's going to be less of them, but they're going to have a lot more health. And obviously, they're going to be easy to spot as well because they're going to be bigger. You won't have to, spend a lot of time going around the map trying to find the last bloody parasite like you do in Shadows of Evil. So, we've got the new boss. We've got the new boss as well. So, it's sort of like if Brutus from Mob of the Dead and the Panzer Soldat had a baby, that's what this boss will be, because it's sort of a mix between the Panzer and the what is it called, Brutus from Mob of the Dead, because he has similar characteristics to Brutus. One is being the helmet on his head. I'm pretty sure Brutus did have a helmet, and that indicates like how much life he has in Mob of the Dead. So if his helmet got taken off, or if you shot his helmet off, it means that it was on half health, I'm pretty sure. So maybe it's sort of like that. Maybe he had to take his helmet off in this game. Not exactly too sure, but he's got his right arm is this massive like fist looking thing. It looks absolutely insane. It's sort of like a massive gauntlet that's going around his arm. Don't know what that is, but it looks ridiculous. So I can't wait to see that guy, that boss in action. Yeah, you don't want to really go in. You don't really want to go in his way, because he looks absolutely ridiculous with that huge arm. I'm not exactly too sure what that is, but whatever it is, it's gonna do some damage, dude. It's gonna mess up your day. And he looks like he's got a claw, like a sickle sort of thing as well in the game. So that's gonna be really, really cool to see some sickle action. Maybe the Bowie knife is gonna get replaced with the sickle in this map, which will be massive throwback to Ascension. That is gonna be so exciting if they did bring the sickle back. Even though it's just more of like an aesthetic thing, it's probably gonna do the same amount of damage as the Bowie knife in in all the other maps, but just seeing the sickle return will be absolutely cool. It's gonna be a massive throwback to Ascension. I would love Treyarch to bring back the Bowie or the sickle in this map. It'd be so fun. Please, Treyarch, do it. But yeah, absolutely cool. This map is gonna be really, really insane. I just can't wait for this map, to be honest. It might actually revive my liking or revive my interest in the whole Black Ops 3 zombies now, because sort of my interest in zombies has slowly died down over the last couple of months and even years, because since Black Ops 2 I didn't really have much interest in zombies because I didn't really see it being fun anymore. It wasn't fun. They didn't bring much features. They weren't innovating. The maps weren't really innovative, but now seeing everything just come together in this map is really exciting for me. Obviously, I have to wait an extra 2 months or 1 month even, because it comes first on PS4 and then 1 month later it'll come on PC. So I'm gonna wait an extra month for the DLC to come out, but it's worth the wait. I'm definitely going to be posting some Stalingrad DLC. I'm a sucker, guys. I'm a sucker for Stalingrad DLC. Confirmed, guys. I am Jason Blondell. Bloody man. Anyway, so that was just some of the thoughts, some of the things that you should get excited for, guys. The PPSH returning, the Mark III or the wave gun is returning. Not returning, but we might be seeing a new ray gun, which is really exciting. We got new map, no fog, no snow, none of that stuff. Jason Blundell, no fog rolling in this time, mate. So anyway, guys, that's some of my thoughts, some of the things that you should be looking forward to in the next DLC. And until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Adios.